Heaping helping of ag information. You're listening to our program courtesy of the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch on I-10 in Seguin. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. The sell-off continues. The main catalyst for yesterday's widespread weakness in the commodities is the growing possibility that Russia and the Ukraine could come to some kind of ceasefire agreement that would include a promise that Ukraine won't enter NATO and will become a neutral state. Corn futures closed down 28, soybeans down 9 after being up 58 yesterday. KC wheat closed down 85 cents by the bushel. The ceasefire could open up grain exports from the Ukraine, but many believe it would take weeks before any appreciable amount of grain could be moved, and unless there's a ceasefire immediately, they might not get a crop in the ground. In fact, Ukraine's wheat harvest this summer and planning, growing, and harvesting of their corn crop this summer and fall, of which 80% is historically exported. The war in the Ukraine is the main focus of these grain markets as of late, and for a good reason, but the short corn and soybean crops in South America, the dry weather across the U.S., Great Plains, and soaring input costs for fertilizer remain bullish factors in their own right. The Corpus Christi Public Elevator and ADM closed Thursday through the weekend for Milo trucks. In regards to this report, those commodities of ag interest: May corn $7.30 even money, down 28. May beans $16.49 and a quarter, down 9.5. KC hard red winter wheat, the May contract $10.72.5, down 85. Let John help you market your grains. John Tuggle, 361-852-5207.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976, has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel, with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday. National pork carcass cutout value for Wednesday was 105.02, up 54. Federally inspected hog slaughter, 1.42 million head for the week through Wednesday. As we look at April lean hogs, they closed at 102.37, down 2.5. As we move toward meat, wholesale box prices were higher in the afternoon, an 18-cent increase in the choice, $1.43 boost in the select. This week's slaughter, 375,000 head through Wednesday. As we look at April live cattle, it closed at 139.35, down 115, and April feeders closed at 162.62, up 2.5. Bids on the fats, 138, some 140. Feed yards seeking 140 to 141. There's your meat moves. Remember, neighbors, MG Building Materials has 5 locations. MG in San Antonio's at 2651 Southwest Military Drive. MG in Corpus, they're on Padre Island Drive, 7436 Padre Island Drive. MG Building Materials Uvalde, 2301 East Main. The store in beautiful downtown Kerrville on Memorial Drive, 2202 is the street number. And MG Building Materials in Pleasanton, 1734 West Oak Lawn. Now, I know you can't remember them all, so go to mgbuildingmaterials.com for details. We're on the line with Ken Jordan. We're getting ready for the sale at San Saba on Thursday. On Thursday. Thought it's back in college at Thirsty Thursdays there for a second.
That's all right.
We're on the line with Ken Jordan from Jordan Cattle Auction San Saba. Going to have a cattle sale Thursday. What's it looking like?
You bet, Larry. On Wednesday evening around 5 o'clock, we got right at 1,200 something head of cattle already on the yards. Probably expect around that 15, maybe 1,600. We got about 300 cows and about 30 bulls. Rest of them all calves, yearling. Several good strings of cattle here. Got one real good straight light calf. Angus sire calves out of Hereford heifers. Real good calves. They're kind of weighing that 2 1/4, 275, about 75, 80 of them. Then a couple more groups of Angus and Brangus cross calves. Some of them been weaned up to 3 months, and so got around probably 150 of those kind of combination thereof. So look for a good run, like kind of that 1,600, Larry.
Quickly tell us about the special for Saturday.
You bet. Got a good run. We already got a lot of those cattle coming in. We're palpating, shipping them up and everything. Probably have a little over 2,000 something head on those. Larry, we got roughly kind of as advertised around 500 something pairs, about 600 bred cows, 250 head of bred heifers, and about 400 head of open heifers. A lot of good quality, good depth in that. That'll start at 10 o'clock, Larry. And we got listings up on our website at jordancattle.com.
And the telephone number.
You bet. Area code 325-372-5159.
We appreciate it, and we'll talk with you again.
You bet, Larry. Thank you.
Neighbor, let's talk about PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, San Antonio, High, Hondo, Kerrville, Robstown, Jourdanton, and Laredo. Contact the Hondo store at 830-426-2912. That's 830-426-2912. Remember, that's PMI, Pipe, steel, and fencing, pipemovers.com. We're on the line with Wayne Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. Wayne, how did we fare?
Well, we ended up right on top of 1,000. Cow market's probably $1 or $2 higher. Didn't have those really good cows today, but what they were paying looked like it was sure a little higher. So some, pretty good cows up in the mid 90s. One I think sold right at 99, and it wasn't even that good. So the bulls up to $1.18 or 20. Calf market I quoted basically 2 to 4 cheaper, and that might have been the kind today. They just didn't have those really good yearling type calves that weighed 5.5, or 600 pounds like we've been having in the past. But what was impressive is we sold quite a few new crop calves. Some 530 or 40 pound new crop calves up in the mid 180s, and 500 pound, 510 weight new crop steers up to right on top of 190. So that was a whole lot better on those kind of cattle. 4 weights up to $2, 3 weights up to $232.5. Heifers, the good 4 weights up to 170 something or close to 180. 5 weights up in the mid 160s. 6 weights in the mid 140s. Didn't have really a whole lot of those real fancy ones this week. So I was really trying to tickle with what the sale did. Of course, I'm always disappointed when it's a little cheaper, but compared to what we've been hearing around, we were real fortunate to have the buyers we had today.
How do you feel for next week?
I'm sure as long as it doesn't rain, Larry, we're going to keep running this many cattle. We're hearing there's really the best chance of rain we've had Monday, Sunday night, and Monday. If that would come, well, that would sure shorten it up, but it'd sure be welcome.
I'm sure it would be.
Cattle and sheep sale, well, we've got, there's a big company that's down around Del Rio. They're going to bring in a load or 2 this week, probably 200 to 300. Another guy's going to bring 300 lambs in. So we got some real good consignments as far as the sheep and goat sale.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Wayne Geiswhite.
We're at 830-997-4394.
All right. We'll talk to either you or Sean Sunday night. Thank you.
That sounds good. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
We're on the line with Sam from D&D. Sam, I've never seen as much Stay Tough fence in my whole life.
That's right, Larry. Right now, we have the largest supply of American T-post and the largest supply of Stay Tough fencing in Texas.
Tell us how to take advantage of all that product.
All you got to do, Larry, is call me at 830-379-7340, and that's for one of our friendly staff members.
We are on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange Uvalde. Klein, let's go over the sheep and goat sale.
We had a good run yesterday. We had a little over 1,100. That market tended to be a little softer in some areas yesterday, but overall still a really good market. Those heavy lambs were $240 up to about $360, and the light lambs $3 up to $380. Fat ewes $1 to $2, and those thin packer ewes $75 up to about $1.30. Packer nannies yesterday $1.30 up to $2.10, and those fat Spanish nannies $1.40 up to about $2.20. Stocker nannies yesterday $2 to $3. Those good cabritos were $3 to $4, and those lightweights were $3.50 up to about $4.25. So overall, still a really nice run yesterday, and had a good turnout.
How's the cattle sale shaping up?
We got about 300 heads standing here tonight, Larry. Mostly calves and yearlings. Got a few cows, not a whole lot coming to town yet. So looking for probably around that 500 to 600 head range tomorrow. Looks like got a few guys gonna enjoy taking the week off. So we'll get back to it next week.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Call us at the office 830-278-5621, or my cell phone 830-591-3241.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, this portion of Down on the Farm brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com, the Laredo store. Call Gabriel, 956-727-7473. We are on the line with Brian Lensman, Seguin Cattle Company. Brian, how was the sale?
Sale turned out real good, Larry. The quality of the cattle was good. This dry weather's kind of tugging at us, and you see the condition on the cattle. And, I'd call the stocker calves market steady with the Packer bulls 2 to 3 better. They put a little more money on them Packer cows and bulls, and, it was just good all the way around. Ended up with 821 head. Those 2 to 3 weight steers, $1.22 to $2.05. 3 to 4 weights, $1.45 to $2.10. 4 to 5 weights, $1.52 to $2. 6 to 7 weights, $1.39 to $1.75. 6 to 7 weights, $1.28 to $1.55. 7 to 8 weights, $1.30 to $1.49. On the heifer mates, 2 to 3 weights, $1.10 to $1.52. 3 to 4 weights, $1.26 to $1.73. 4 to 5 weights, $1.38 to $1.66. 5 to 6 weights, $1.22 to $1.64. And the 6 to 7 weight heifers, $1.05 to $1.41. And, when you talk to these cattle and the corn's up, fuel's up, the good number one cattle will bring it all. But when you start getting into them second class cattle, you can see the spread on the market. So it's just business. That's pretty much the way you sum that up. Cow end, those good utility cows from 78 to 97 cents. Those good high yielding bulls from $1, top end of the bulls $1.20. Had a few young palpated cows, 750 to 1,050. A few cow calf pairs, 800 to 925. And, like I said, every week that goes by, you're seeing a few more of these young cows starting to show up. So, man needs to start swapping out some cows. As good as this Packer cow market is, ship some of them older ones and buy you a young one to replace her. So that's kind of where we're at in that cattle market.
How about sheep and goats?
Sheep and goats ended up with 612 head of those good nannies from 200 to 295, kid goats from 360 to 420, and those good Dorper ewes from 150 to 225, with the lambs bringing from 350 to 390. So, like I said, we got along real good.
Good. We'll tell everybody how to get a hold of you next week.
Well, they say we got a little shot for rain on Monday, and I hope like hell. I talked to you on Tuesday and said it's so wet nobody got anything out, but I'm guessing you can give me a call at 830-379-9955 or 830-305-0652 because I don't think we're going to get rained out.
I understand. Hey, does the telephone still go out if that front bar ditch fills with water?
No, not anymore. We hate to say it, we had to just kind of get rid of old Maul Bell because she couldn't take care of her business no more.
Doesn't hurt my feelings any. I haven't seen the gal in a long time.
Yeah, she got a little old.
Yeah, and she found some competition she didn't know anything about.
There you go.
We'll talk to you later.
You take care, Larry Marvel.
Maybe this portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, the Robstown location, 361-767-7473, pipemovers.com, pipe, steel, and fencing, the Robstown location. We're on the line with Jim Wheeler, Atascosa Livestock, Pleasanton. Jim, how was the Tuesday sale?
Ended up with 375 head. Looks like the plainer cattle are starting to get just a touch cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
But the market's still pretty decent all the way around. Cow market sure was.
Well, let's walk the pens.
Okay, 163 steers, 97 heifers, 84 cows, and 17 bulls. Steer side 2 to 3 weights, $1.70 to $2.30. Heifers were $1.25 to $1.68. 3 to 4 weight steers, $1.65 to $1.90. Heifers were $1.35 to $1.66. 4 to 5 weight steers, $1.50 to $1.87. Heifers were $1.25 to $1.64. 5 to 6 weight steers, $1.30 to $1.70. Heifers were $1.20 to $1.47. 6 7 weight steers, $1.15 to $1.45. Heifers were $1.05 to $1.35. 7 to 8 weight steers, $1.05 to $1.37. Heifers were $1 to $1.20. 8 to 9 weight steers, $90 to $1.15, and the heifers were $80 to $1.05.
You said the cows were better. What they have on them?
174 this week. Best Packer cow brought $93. Best bull brought $1.19. Sold bred cows anywhere from $650 to $1,200, and we had a couple little light pairs. They brought $11.25 and $11.75.
Do you know of anything for next week, Jim?
Yeah, there's still a few more people cleaning up. I imagine we'll have 300 to 400 again, 350 to 400 next week.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Never this portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. The location in High. Call Keno at 830-868-0200. That's PMI High. We're on the line with Chris Carter from Karnes County Livestock down Kennedy Way. Chris, we always begin by thanking the folks that do business with us each week.
Oh, that's right, Larry. We do want to thank all of you and to our buyers. Last week, we ended up with 847 head of cattle. The market was steady on the packers and a touch softer on the feeders.
Let's walk the pens.
Number 1 steers, 2 to 3 weight, 144 to 195. 3 and 4 is 171 to 226. 4 and 5 weights, 164 up to 224. 5 and 6 is 158 to 183. 6 and 7 is 138 to 169. And the 7 and 8 weights, 122 to 145. On the heifers, 2 to 3 weight, 168 to 220. 3 and 4 is 136 to 172.50. 4 and 5 weights, 142 to 175. 5 and 6 is 135 to 180. 6 and 7 is 125 up to 180. 7 and 8 is 126 to 170. We had 20 Packer bulls last week. High yielding was $1.01 up to $1.09. Mediums 92 up to 96. We had 168 Packer cows. High yielding was 90 up to 97 on the best cow. Medium 77 to 82, and the low end was 44 to 49. We did not have a test on bred cows or pairs last.
What do you got under the barn for this week's sale?
Well, at the present time, we've got 347 head checked in, and we're looking for about 475 come sale time. We've got 48 Packer cows and bulls. No pairs, no palpate, and all the rest will be yearlings.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Chris.
For any questions, please call Waylon Rouse at 361-542-0810 or myself at 210-286-5345.
Neighbor, let's take a long look at the grains courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus, 800-288-4453, Milo through Corpus Christi in March, May plus 85, 1455, Houston 1455, Progresso $13, yellow corn to Corpus in March, May plus 80, 810, we'll call Houston 810, Progresso 1480, hard red winter wheat to Houston in March, May plus 60, 1132 and a half, we'll call number 1 beans to Placido in March, May less 50, 1599 and a quarter. 721 bale of East Texas, Oklahoma cotton, 5,039 bale of West Texas. Cotton brought from, say, 115.55 to 117.80. That average price came in, looks like about $116.42. Maybe that's it for Down on the Farm. I'm Larry Marble. We appreciate you listening to the most popular farm and ranch news program in Texas. No brag, just fact. Good day.